Hi everybody. In the previous session, we discussed about living and non-living things. Like, how do you differentiate living things from non-living things? We also studied in detail about two characteristics of living things. Like, living things move and living things grow. There are also other characteristics of living things. Can you tell me what are they? Right. Living things move from one place to another. Living things need food, air, and water. Living things reproduce their young ones, etc. So, can you tell me how does a fish move? Right. The fish moves with the help of fins and tails. The fins and tails of the fish help it to move inside the water. And what about a snake? Right, the snake uses its body to move. It slithers. Now, can you tell me how does a bird move? The bird has legs to walk. And how does it fly? You know that. Yes, a bird flies with the help of wings. And have you seen a plant moving? No, not at all. It does not go from one place to another. Right. We also discussed that living things grow. Right. Human beings and few animals are born as small babies. Slowly, we grow in size and some changes occur in our body. A plant grows from a seed. If you have seen or if you have tried this, when you sow a seed inside the soil and it gets water, sunlight, then the seed slowly starts growing. And in a few days, the seed grows into a small plant and it may grow into a big tree. Now, we are going to discuss more features about living things. Like, living things need food. Right. Living things, can you tell me what will happen if you do not get food for a few days? Will you feel energetic? Will you feel like doing anything? No, not at all. Can you tell me why? Why do we need food? We need food to live, to grow, to stay healthy, and to fight against diseases. Right. And for all the activities that you do in your day-to-day life, your food gives you energy to do that. Like for playing, for studying, for dancing, singing, whatever you do, you get the energy from the food that you eat. Now, from where do we get our food? Human beings and animals depend on plants or animals for their food. Need food. Living things need food to get energy for doing various things or their day-to-day course. Plants make their own food. Animals depend on plants or animals or both for their food. Now let us have the look at the pictures of different animals having food. So, this is a picture of a girl. This is how you eat. And the food that you eat gives you energy to perform various activities. Now, this is a rabbit. What is it eating? Right, it's eating a carrot. This is a giraffe. Giraffe is also a herbivore It is having a plant. A chameleon eating an insect. This is a picture of, right, a lion eating flesh. So, another picture. In this picture, you can see a bird. The bird is also eating something, right? A butterfly sucking nectar from flower. So, a cow having grass. In this way, we saw that different animals eat different kind of food. But the thing is, living things need food. Animals and living things need food because the food gives them energy. And what about a non-living thing? Does your toy ask you for food? Does it cry and tells you to give you food? No, not at all. Because non-living things do not require food. Now, the next thing is living things breathe. So, what is breathing? Breathing means taking inside oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. That is called breathing. So, what am I doing? Right, I am breathing. We breathe continuously. We have to breathe to stay alive. Living things have different organs to breathe. They are called breathing organs. These organs are called breathing organs as they help in breathing. Now, human beings, can you tell me how do you breathe? Right, you breathe with your nose. Now, try to pinch your nose between your thumb and forefinger with your mouth closed. So, you cannot stop your breath for more time. Why? Because we cannot hold our breath. We need air. We breathe with our nose. Now, we have already discussed that we take inside oxygen, and when we breathe inside, when we inhale oxygen, you can feel your chest going up, and when you exhale, it goes down. Right, now we breathe with the help of our nose. Different animals have different organs for breathing. Can you breathe inside water? No, not at all. And what about a fish? How does it breathe? The fish breathes inside the water with the help of gills. Yes, it has special organs called gills which help it to breathe the oxygen dissolved in water. What about other animals? Do you know that the frog and the earthworm breathes with the help of their skin? Yes, they breathe with the help of their skin. And what about the insects? They are too small. So where do they have their breathing organs which help them to breathe? Do you know that? The insects have small holes on their bodies which are known as breathing holes which help them to breathe. So, what do you think? How do the plants breathe? Have you seen the nose of a plant? I haven't seen. The plants have stomata. Right. On the underside of the leaf, they have small pores or openings called as stomata, from where the exchange of gases take place in the plants. So they breathe through the stomata. Have you seen the stomata? No, you cannot see it because they are too small that we cannot see it with our naked eyes. Now have a look at the pictures. We breathe with our nose. Now, in this picture, you can see that when we breathe inside, the chest becomes bigger on the left hand side. Whereas on the right hand side, you can see that when we exhale, the chest goes down. So this is how human beings breathe. In the next picture, which picture is that? Right, that is the picture of a fish. So can you see the gills in the fish? The gills present in the fish help it to breathe inside the water. The gills help it to have the oxygen dissolved in water. Now, the next picture is of a grasshopper. Right. Can you see the small dots? They are called as air holes. So, insects breathe through air holes on their bodies. The next picture, can you see the small openings in the leaf? Yes, this is what we had discussed. This is stomata. So, in the plants, exchange of gases takes place through stomata. This is a picture of the frog and the earthworm. As we have discussed, the exchange of gases or breathing takes place in the frog and the earthworm with the help of their skin. So, what we have discussed today? We have discussed that human beings and animals, all living things, need food to live. The food gives energy to perform various functions. And the next thing that we discuss is living things breathe. So what do you understand by breathing? Right. Breathing means exchange of gases. When we breathe, we take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Different animals have different breathing organs. Like human beings breathe with their nose. Fish breathe with their gills. The plants have stomata through which exchange of gases takes place in the plants. The earthworm and the frog breathes through its skin. So, we are going to end this session today. So, children, the next characteristic of living things is that living things feel changes around them. Since 2-3 days it was raining a lot. So, aren't you feeling cold? Right. So, what do? When you feel cold, you feel like covering your body. You feel like wearing warm clothes. So, this is how human beings feel changes around them. Most animals feel changes around them with their sense organs. So, can you tell me the name of the 5 sense organs? They are skin, nose, eyes, ears and tongue. They help you in different ways. When animals feel changes, they respond to it. Like when they feel cold, they put on a woolen sweater. When you feel hot, you want to sit in front of the cooler or air conditioner, or you want to have a cold drink. Isn't it like that? Now, do plants have sense organs? No, but they feel the changes around them. Non-living things cannot feel any changes. Human beings and animals feel changes around them with the help of sense organs. Now tell me, don't you get attracted towards the kitchen when your mom cooks your favorite dish? And when you see the dish, what happens? Your mouth starts watering, right? So, how do the sense organs help us? This is a picture of an eye. The eye helps us to see. Now, this is a picture of a tongue. The tongue helps us to taste. This is the ear. The ear helps to hear various sounds around us. This is skin. When you touch anything hot or extremely cold, you instantly remove your hand because your skin tells you that it's either very hot or very cold. In this way, the skin helps to sense the thing around us. Now, in winter, when we feel cold, what do we do? Right, we wear woolen cloths. When summer, we feel like having cold drinks. In this picture, you can see a dog. Its mouth is watering. Why? Because the dog gets attracted by the smell of the food. Have you seen the flies near the tube light? It is also because they get attracted toward the light and it fly towards the light. What about the plants? Do they have sense organs? No, but the plants also respond to touch. For example, in the picture, you can see a touch me not plant. If you touch the plant, it closes instantly. This is how the touch me not plant closes its leaves. And do you know that the buds of the sunflower plant turn towards the sun? And in the picture, you can see that the upper part of the plant, which is known as shoot part, it always grows towards the sun, whereas the root always grows down towards the earth. This is how the plants respond to the surroundings. Now, we are going to end this session here.